My name is Umesh. I've pretty much known you guys from yesterday. I've been quite excited from the time I walked in after my lunch break that when Bruce came up to me and said he wants my testimony to be recorded. It's not that I want to tell you all a story, but I just want to tell you guys how much God has helped me the last 3 months. I've been in hospital for 4 weeks, and when I say hospital, I've been in a mental health hospital. Anyone can pick that? I was there for 4 weeks. I was diagnosed with psychotic depression, a severe case of that, and I have a 2-year-old daughter, and my wife who had to undergo that severe hardship during that time. And Bruce knows because he came to visit me at hospital on Sundays, and there I was a total train wreck, gone for all money. I've always been a Christian in the sense that I've always had a relationship with God, but always been reluctant to take that extra step. You know, it was being, I'm 35 now, and you always have that fascination towards leading a worldly life. You know, your alcohol, your drugs, your women, etc. But that experience, what I had to go through the last couple of months, has, I've got no doubt that God wanted me to go through that. He wanted me to experience it, because I was, as we were mentioning, in the real pitfalls, in the doldrums, so to speak. And I had no one, because I was, when you're going through psychosis, which is the medical condition, you get the delusion that everyone is out there to persecute you. And when Bruce came to my place a few times, and I would later think that he also was part of the plot to persecute me. That's how bad I was. And I'm still on medication, quite strong medication. But God, I never let God go. The only one I had faith in that time, when I was in hospital for 4 weeks, and I was discharged on the 13th of February. I never let go. I would read the Bible. First thing I wake up, I would say the Lord's Prayer. And I never gave up on God. I have not been a perfect Christian, but I've always made a point to pray and read the daily bread, even though I would be pleased on alcohol. As I said, I've always was reluctant to take that extra step. And the last 2 months have been quite, it was an eye-opener for me. And when I had all these songs in my iPhone, and I started deleting all these songs, I was mentioning that to Alex and Bruce yesterday, the only song that was remaining was None But Jesus, the Hillsong song. It's quite, and I was thinking, oh, there's a message here, hang on a sec, there is a message here. And I would just pray, I would just come to the room, just be on the bed, just pray, read the Bible, and he was the only one I had hope in. And then all of a sudden, it was like a flick, a switch flicked. And here I am, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what was I going through? And I've got no doubt that it was God who transformed me. And even the doctors, this mental condition, that paranoia to go away, it normally takes about 6 months, sometimes 2 years for a relapse. And they won't, of course, give credit to the medication that they gave me, but I tend to disagree. I think it was God who stood by me. He heard me, he heard my pleas, he heard my prayers, and I had put my family through a tough time as well, because my second older sister, she's going to be 40 and she's pregnant for the first time after 15 years of marriage. I was talking to her, spending the weekend at her place, and she said you know how happy she will be after 14 years of trying IVF for the 3rd time and being pregnant. And she said, because we are a close-knit family, coming from Asian kind of background, and she said, well, I forgot about my pregnancy, because she was worrying about how much I was going through, and that's the kind of impact that I had on my family, and of course my wife, who with that 2-year-old, and even I thought she was all part of the plot to persecute me, so I would go off at her on numerous occasions. And but anyway,
the prayers, the church, and I've made a commitment, to say that God, you lead me and I want to serve you. And I remember the first time Bruce came, was it the first time Bruce or maybe the second time, when he came to see me, I said, look, if I can't come out of this, I want to serve God in some capacity. Because he's always been faithful to me, but it's just that me who's never wanted to take that extra effort, so to speak, that extra mile, to go that extra mile. And I remember having this conversation with Bruce that, look, if I come through this, I'm going to lead a life for God, because he's been, and he blessed me in a lot of ways. He's blessed me in a lot of ways, and here I am, and I'm committing myself to him, and praise the Lord, and I wish Gary, another person, lovely story, and Gary's got with the transformation is taking place. It's all the best to you, Gary, and thank you guys for the kind words, because it means a lot to me, even though some people, a conversation alone does speak 1,000 words, And anyway, all the best, and thank you for helping me share this wonderful story.
Amen.